Welcome to Sounds Good Piano Lessons at WordSpot Studio. In this video, we're going to cover the basics of piano. If you're learning piano for the first time, stay tuned. So the first thing to do is to identify the notes on the piano. As you can see the pattern on the keyboard or piano, you have two black keys together, three black keys, two black keys, three black keys, and repeats. So basically, to identify the first note on the piano, which is C, you have to look for two black keys together, and behind two black keys you have C, 2, C, C, C. So piano is named according to the first 7 letters of the alphabet. So if this is C, then this is D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So you can see A, B, C, but still C is the first note on the piano. And then you have D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now let's name the black notes. If this is C, then this is C sharp, this is D, D sharp, this is E, F, F sharp, this is G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. So basically, the black notes are named as sharps, and also they are named as flats. This is C sharp, but also you can call it D flat, D flat. A semitone higher from C, if you go a semitone higher from C, you would call this note as C sharp. A semitone lower from D, you would call this note D flat. So basically, when you are ascending on the piano, you're calling C sharp, and if you had to descend by semitone, you would call it D flat. So this is C sharp and also D flat. This is D sharp and also E flat. This is F sharp and also G flat. G sharp and also A flat. A sharp and also B flat. So basically, the black notes have two names, either flat or a sharp. So as you can see, piano is only made of 12 notes, 12 keys. So basically, the black keys, the white keys, you can call them notes and keys. Okay? So there are only about 12 keys on the piano. You have 2 black notes and 3 black notes, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 white notes. So basically 12 in total. And the rest simply repeats. Now let's build a major scale. As you saw me playing, this is C major scale. It's all perfectly white notes. The reason for knowing scales is so that you may play a song within a scale. As you saw me playing Amazing Grace, I was playing Amazing Grace on the C major scale. Now, before we build a scale, we have to understand intervals. So basically, interval is the distance between two notes. So when you're playing a melody, you're playing a melody between intervals, through intervals. An interval can be a whole tone interval or a semitone interval. And also you can call it a whole step or a half step. Semitone, a half step, and whole tone, a whole step. From this note, C, to D is a whole tone interval. C to C sharp is a semitone interval. And you can hear the sound. It sounds minor when you go a semitone higher or lower. Now from D to D sharp still is a semitone. E to F is a semitone. And I can go up by semitone. As you can see, going down, I'm going down by semitones. So basically a semitone is when you go right to the next note. When you play, the next note is a semitone. When you skip this note and you play D, then this is a whole tone interval. From D to E is a whole tone interval. From E to F is a semitone interval because you're not skipping any notes. And if you happen to skip a note going to G, then this is a whole tone on a whole step. You're skipping this. From C sharp to D sharp is a whole tone. You're skipping this. From D sharp to F is a whole tone. You're skipping this note. Whole tone, you're skipping this. Whole tone, you're skipping this. And if you go down by semitone, basically it's a semitone. You're not skipping any notes. Semitone, semitone. Back to A sharp. Whole tone, you're skipping this. Whole tone, you're skipping this. So basically, a semitone is when you're not skipping any notes and you go right next to the next note. And a whole tone is when you skip a note. You skip one note to go to the next note. Now, to build a major scale, there is a formula for the major scale. As you can see, the C major scale is all perfectly white notes. With the formula for the C major scale, as you can see on the screen, it is you make 2 whole steps and then a half step, then you make 3 whole steps and then a half step. I repeat, 2 whole tones, a semitone, 3 whole tones, then a semitone. So basically the same thing. So starting from C, if I walk 2 whole steps, from C, 1, 2, you can see I'm skipping this and going to here, skipping this and going to this note. 2 whole steps. And then it's a half step. I go right next to the next note. This is a half step from here to here. You can see I'm not skipping any notes. It's a semitone. And then 3 whole steps. 1, 2, 3. You can see from here to here, I'm skipping this, then skip this, 2, then skip this, 3 whole steps, and then a half step from here to here. And you can see I'm not skipping any notes, so it is a semitone or a half step. And then basically the scale repeats. Back to C, and then I can keep going descending, back to C. Now the way you're gonna play the scale, to train your fingers and to practice. So first of all, you have to position your fingers like this on the piano. Starting from C, let's say this is finger 1, your thumb, index finger, finger 2, middle finger, finger 3, ring finger, 4, pink, 5. So finger 1 on C, 1, 2, 3, and then finger 1 again on F, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finger 1. And then you can keep going playing this scale. And going down, finger 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finger 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross finger 3, 2, 1. Okay? But first, the way you want to practice, so you feel comfortable before you run through the scale. Go 1, 2, 3, and then just go down. As you can see, going down the scale, basically ascending on the piano, I'm crossing my thumb on the bottom, and descending, I'm crossing my middle finger. I'm not playing like this. To play smooth, I cross my thumb underneath and I go. And the same, middle finger, and I go. Now, let's build the D major scale. For D major scale is the same formula. Starting from D, C, D. Starting from D, 1, 2 whole steps, then a half step, and then 1, 2, 3 whole steps, and then a half step. Or you finish with a 5 and you go back. As you can see, the D major scale includes one black note, this one, and this one. And as you keep practicing, then you can increase the speed. So basically, there is a scale for every single note. And as illustrated on the screen, you can download the scales for every note on the website, and you can practice. So the reason for knowing scales is to enable you to play a song in any scale. So basically, you could be told to play a song in the key of C. It simply means to play the song on C major scale. So I could be playing the song